Woke up from ice, found billionaires flexing online. Bro, your suit's compensating for something you find. Try Rocon, Brad without I holding your hand. Heroes and victories, now download upgrades on demand. Okay, boomer soldier, still saluting every sunrise. My suit learns faster than your patriot brain tries. You skip decades, missed memes, zero cultural upload. I built the future while you read manuals in code. You drop one-liners when fists should actually land. Ever try leading without gadgets boosting your brand? Justice ain't merch, you sell with sarcastic flair. Maybe fight villains, not your reflection in there. Your moral Pinterest boards wrapped in vintage leather. Meanwhile I fix stuff like actually make things better. You punch problems, yelling freedom every damn time. I run diagnostics before chaos goes online. My squad trusts hard, not fire refueling your ego. They fear lawsuits whenever you shout, let's go. Responsibility isn't quips posted after explosions. Try showing growth instead of trauma-themed promotion. Please Captain Perfect, humanity's favorite poster child. Acting flawless while secretly losing it wild. You chase ideals like it's cardio every day. Without my tech, you montage, punch the night away. Cool, bro, we argued again. Contractual hero fight. Box check, rival quota, feel for fans' delight. Now back to Avengers cosplay, saving worlds tonight. Let's punch CGI, aliens, same paycheck, let's spite.
My head explodes, this lore overloads like fire. A painting inside a painting, Nolan would admire. Who even am I now, caught inside this maze? Plot spirals frying neurons through 10 narrative plays. That plot's the reason painters and writers clash. Read twice and even seasoned scholars lose their cash. You die, revive, complain, a resurrection spree. And your name breaks captions, pure scrambled lunacy. At least I don't wear that villain coat so old. A midlife crisis cosplay dripping vintage cold. Your cane tap sounds like ghosts rehearsing murder scenes. Even horror movies fled from those cursed routines. Talk some, but camp life shows your daily trend. Piano, 3 girls farming XP, same loop again. Even Gustav laughed once before his tragic fall. You let him die claiming rooster rights overall. Then you preach that line, see things as they are, said by a painter drifting far from truth's radar. Realism, dad, your canvas bends reality's core. Truth melts into colors like spilled wine on the floor. Life cuts deep, son, choices carve our given fate. I'll drop mean paradoxes all night at this rate. Stay here and skill, gets her husband back restored. Say goodbye to camp nights you secretly adore. Alright, old man, same eye mark rings our twisted line. Same blood, same chaos, father and son intertwined. Let's stop painting lies, stop posing fate on display. Life waits beyond canvas, next run I'll write the play.
Like Batman in caves, this ain't Gotham, we're literally 2 blocks away. You freeze every feeling like it's something to fear. Love's not a villain, it won't leave you in tears. Easy for you, no blizzards follow your slip-ups. I fall once, boom, I earned all freezes and erupts. I'm not dramatic for clout or a tragic disguise. I stay away to keep you safe, that's wise. Safe girl, this is emotional quarantine on repeat. No hugs, stay back or I'll turn this to sleep. Wolverine gets hurt daily, claws out, heart exposed. Healing needs wrist, stay frozen and nothing grows. A Marvel metaphor, revolutionary, nice try. But I don't regenerate when snowstorms go awry. My slip-ups cut deeper, leave scars you can't ignore. If I go full Elsa, it's Northern Lights hardcore.
You think loneliness protects better than a bruise. Numb isn't healing, it's self-sabotage you choose. A heart never broken's like a phone that won't ring. Do not disturb forever doesn't fix a thing.
You me choke like Donkey from Shrek, non-stop roast mode, pushing me like Disney sequel, no one greenlit to load. I fear hurting the ones I love near, but maybe melting isn't something to fear. Then melt, don't vanish, love needs risk and space. We fall, freeze, laugh, that's the sisterhood base. If Batman, Shrek, Wolverine face fears with flair, then let it go, nah, let it grow if you dare.
There you are, Hector, I called you, came out. You killed my friend dressed as me. No doubt you brought the war right to your door. All cause your brother couldn't say no to a whore. The wounded goblin joins the game. Mom dipped your hole, accept your shame. You call it vengeance, I call it a tantrum spree. Your legend's Greek, for it's not about me. I don't fight for kings or their petty crown. I fight cause the world stops when I'm around. Every strike I make turns myth and flame. I don't serve men, I serve my name. Nice tale, hero killing out of spite. Your Zeus's toy on a drunken night. I fight for my son, my home, my kin. You fight to see your reflection grin. Oh, your city burning for lust, delight. All this blood for a stolen night. 3 armies dead for a teenage crush. Congrats, Troy, your love's a bust. Yeah, mark my kin, but check your streak. You fight one day, then soak for a week. All muscle, no chill, your grease, Jim meme. More abs than death, more wrath than dream. Talk Prince, but the sands know my song. When poets rise, they'll sing me long. You'll die for honor, I'll live for fire. Time forgets kings, not who burns higher.
Years ago, if I made a top 10 of no-way crimes, you shooting me at my wedding wouldn't even cross my mind. You gave me skills, a sword, a life that cut too deep, then shot your own creation, Freud would lose sleep.
Oh please, you ghosted me for family life and cake. You thought revenge was therapy, cute for your sake. You're not a saint, you're just my deadliest ex. A psycho in yellow with postpartum reflex.
I trained with Pie Man, guess who he adored? He spat in your noodles, Bill, and showed me the chord. 5-point palm, yeah, that's my graduation. Your heart's the final project of my education.
You think you're enlightened cause you climbed some stairs. He taught you kung fu, not emotional repairs. You brag like a kid, he liked me more, how sweet. You still cry like Uma when the credits repeat.
Your brother tried to bury me, guess it runs in your genes. The Kill Bill hobbies like a family routine. You boys love dirt, can't stand a woman above ground. Next time dig deeper, babe, I'm held rebound.
Don't blame my bloodline, babe, you picked the mess. We're killers, not therapists, I must confess. You wanted closure, I gave you odd. Loving bullets, that's the bill-shaped heart.
You talk philosophy, but choke on your pride. The bride you built, now you're free homicide. You want a drama bill, cinematic and smart. Now blink 5 times, baby, I'll take care of the heart.
I was once a hobbit, had friends, had grace. Now I'm arguing with myself in a cavey place. You stole my peace, you slimy freak. Can't take advice, but talks all week. Friends, please, you ate your pal for fun, then blame the ring. Classic hit and run. You call me monster, but who took the bite? Guess we both got issues, but mine rhyme tight. You ruin birthdays, ruin sleep, ruin fish. You hiss like Wi-Fi when it starts to glitch. I tried to be good, I prayed to be free, but you keep whispering they hates us, precious they see. Free, you mean boring, weak and dumb. You'd hug Samwise and call her mom. I'm the sparkle, the spice, the chaos you lack. Without me, Smeagol, you'd still eat snacks. You call it sparkle, I call it rock. Your breath could kill an olive funk. I wash my hands, you kept the grind. One soul, 2 brains, both out of time. Oh, poor Smeagol, little crime worm. Once a therapist, not Middle-earth. You beg for hugs, I go for rings. You want peace, I want bling bling. So here we are, same face, one fate. One wants love, the other hate. But if Frodo drops that bling tonight, we both go down. Damn, that's tight.
Oh look, it's Donkey, my personal spam. Talks 24/7 like an Instagram scam. You wanna be friends, then do it legit. Send a request, mate, not a live visit. Ha, I tried big guy, but you hit ban. You ghost harder than a VPN. You call it peace, I call it boring. Even your swamp's out here snoring. You track my moves like a creepy bot, always popping up, like it or not. You say it's friendship, I say it's stress. My privacy's gone, it's a hot mess. Yeah, you're so private, king of the gloom. Talking to onions like they're on Zoom. You post 0 pics, no likes, no flair. Bro, are you real or AI generated Odraware? At least I'm real, no filters, no lies. You'd auto-tune even your goodbyes. You flex with dragons, I chill with queens. I go viral with no screens. Viral, please, more like mold on toast. You're trending only when people roast. You're built like Shrek, GPT gone wrong. I'm the clickbait, you're the yawn. Keep talking, donkey, it feeds my brand. Swamp life's booming across the land. You yap for clout, I rule the thread. Fairy tales fade, but memes never dead.
Step back from the ledge, Mount, please come inside, we can talk. This isn't a dream, the street below is real solid rock. Whatever we build down there, it was never meant to last. Come back to our kids, the life, to the truth we lost fast.
Inside, we've lived decades inside, in worlds we shape with thought. You taught me to doubt the ground, now you beg me to trust the plot. If this is real, why do I still feel walls bending like wax? Your voice trembles like a man clinging to borrowed facts.
Yeah, yes, I planted the thought to free you, to bring you home. But the idea buried deeper, poisoned every waking zone. Mala children awaiting, two faces you never replace. Don't trade their laughter for the void of a faith to sleep in space.
You say void, I say freedom, you're still trapped in the wrong layer. You fear jumping because you know your guilt is the jailer. You want proof, in dreams you taught me truth is what we choose. Why cling to a cage of pain, a life already set to lose?
This pain is real, and so are they, Mal, I swear to you. If you jump, there is no waking up, no scene to cut to. I can't follow you again, I can't lose you one more time. I'd burn every dream just to keep you alive in mind.
You won't follow because you fear what waits if you do. But I left a letter, said you planned my final move. Once I'm gone, they'll chase you and you'll run from your own name. Your reality crumbles and you'll see this world was the game.
Ma, listen, this isn't love, it's a nightmare you call it faith. The leap of faith shouldn't cost our children the warmth of your embrace. If you still love me, stay here, choose us. Choose now, don't let a fractured dream be the last sacred vow.
The train is almost here and I'm getting on without looking back. I already know where it's taking me, and I still believe it's home.
Yo, nice robe, did you win that on eBay? White drip, dead soul, looking 50 shades of cliche. You flex sorta high like gym bros in heat, but who's the real wizard? Me, you just tweet. You call that magic, bro, you like candles, playing with smoke like a birthday scandal. You shall not pass, meme of the year. I build war while you babies hit big. Got a crystal ball with a peeping eye. Is that Sauron or your OnlyFans guy? You whisper the snakes, I ride with kings. You summon thunder, I drop real things. You change your fit like a TikTok trend. Same beard, same nose, same tragic end. You chill with hobbits and Birdman freaks. I roll with beasts that don't do squeaks. You talk big, but your Sauron's pet. White hand, white flag, same regret. Your tower's tall, but your brain's on mute. I solve riddles, you just reboot. You puff pipe weed like it's sage advice, but you forgot your spell book twice. You call me fake, you cosplay hope. I've been still, you been soap. I died once, came back with a glow-up divine. You fake miracles, I headline mine. But type wizard in Google, guess who pops first? Spoiler! Ain't the guy with the crystal thirst. Yeah, yeah. I'm built like Texas, grumpy and tough. Fixing your chaos is never enough. You leap for comics, guns start to spray. I patch you up, same damn day.
You call me reckless, I call it fun. I chase a storm, you hide from the sun. I love old stuff, like tapes that rewind. And I know, so hey, you fit my kind.
You talking memes, I talking scars. You dreaming noise, I stare at stars. You rush through hell with zero fear, and somehow drag my old ass near.
Your mood so dark, it clouds the air. Feels like spores are everywhere. I need a mask just to survive, man. You're a vibe that eats alive.
You curse my lies, say I took your breath, that I stole your truth, your rightful death. But tell me, kid, what would you gain saving the world while feeling no pain?
You talk like pain's your fucking creed. You plant regret like it's a seed. I dance with Dana just to cope while you tune guilt and call it hope. We suck at peace, but damn we play from a high shine.